Welcome to the Band Bar Studios channel and to day 30 of our 30-day Ignite challenge here on YouTube. So if you've been following along the challenge, prioritizing your health, your body, every single day this month so far, I'm so proud of you. Congrats to making it to day 30. Today, I have a full body functional strength training workout for you. Functional training is so fun in my mind. It's different, it's unique. Some exercises maybe you've never done before, especially with bands. So I'm very excited for you to try this one out. We have one giant circuit to get through. We're going to go through twice. All you need for this workout is your resistance bands and a way to attach your bands at two different heights. One about knee height from the ground and one very low to the ground. So enough talking, let's get into the last warm-up and workout of the 30-day Ignite challenge. We are starting with some cat-cows. So on the mat, tabletop position, inhale, stomach to ground. Exhale, spine to ceiling, looking between your knees. Just move with your breath. Good. Now we're going to bring one leg up to your hands in this low lunge position. You're going to add a rotation, come back and walk that hip back and repeat. So rotation, opening up those hips, moving the spine, move to a hamstring and repeat. Good. All right, let's do the other side. So leg up, starting with that hip and rotation. Hamstring and repeat. Back knees down on the mat for balance. Good. Good. And lastly, we're going to just kneel, or you can stand for this. Just some very slow arm circles in the biggest circle that you can make. Good. Other direction. Really feeling that shoulder move through the socket. Good. All right, that is our warm-up. Please feel free to pause, do any other exercises your body needs today. If not, we are going to get into this giant circuit that we're going to repeat twice, and all you need are your bands and your door anchor set up. We are starting this circuit with a single side suitcase squat. So how you set that up with the resistance band is standing on one end of the band, or as far up the band as you want. You're only going to grab one end of the band with your hand. I want you to move so there's tension right when you pull your butt down and shoulders up. You're going to stand up and back down. All right? So direct implications to your life. We pick up suitcases. This is why it's called a suitcase squat. I want your knees tracking over your toes, your heels pressed into the ground, but this single side challenge engages your core a lot more. And because you want to go this way, right? But I want you to fight for your elbows to be level. So you're still using your legs, but there's that imbalance that your body is fighting. Good. All right. Dropping that, we're going to go to, before we go to the other side, we're going to do a curl to press. So with a band, grab a band, we're going to do a bicep curl and then overhead press. Come back and reverse. All right? So let's go. So palms are facing away from you for the curl and then towards you for the press. constant tension on the band, even when you're low here, okay? Good. Last 5. Done. All right, so now we're doing that suitcase squat on the other side. So if you want to, feel more secure in your band, I totally get that. You can wrap the band around your foot, and then just how short this part of the band is between your foot and your hand will directly affect how heavy it is. But you want to be able to stand fully and then get to the bottom of your squat and still have a lot of tension. So really, you can hold this hand out for balance. Good. After this, we're gonna go to an exercise with the door anchor very low. Good. All right. So at our low position for the band, we're doing a single arm row. So I want you to have like a split stance in your legs, and you can put your hand on the wall or anything in front of you. But I want you to row back on this band. And you can add some rotation in your upper body for this. Think of starting a lawnmower, pulling something. But keep your shoulders low, away from your ears. Good. Good. Now before we go to the other side, I think I might do a lighter band for this one. We're going to do a single leg deadlift. So the same leg that was forward, you're going to keep that on the ground. You're going to hold a band here, and we're going to go into that single leg deadlift and come up. So working the standing leg, you're pulling against the band. When you're standing up, think of your toe to the top of your head as one plank that doesn't bend. So as high as your foot goes, that's the drop in your head. Good. All right. Both of those on the other side. So starting with that 3-point single arm row. Good, so shoulder back, let's go. Squeeze at the top for a second. Good. All right, now that leg that was just up front, you're holding the band with the same hand. So opposite hand and leg. Starting off tall, and then you're hinging on that hip, that standing leg hip, and then back to standing. Still push that hip back. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see with single leg squats or single leg deadlifts is you think more about how low you're getting, and you forget that in a deadlift, think of an RDL, right? You're pushing your hips back. That's the movement you still need to do. You're just doing it with a single leg. Good. Okay. Now we're going to go to the floor and we're going to do a floor press. So this is like a chest press from the floor. You're going to grab a band, place it in your hands, bring it to your back, lie down, feet on the ground. We're going to press up. Knuckles to the ceiling. You can go pretty heavy with this because of the range of motion. The floor stops your elbows from going too low. So this is the half of a press that you're strongest in. So feel free to just power through this. Choose it as heavy as you can go. Good. All right. And last exercise, we are doing a pal-off press. So this is where you are hooking your band up a little bit higher. If it's still at that low point, no worries, okay? But I want you to move away. You're in this tall kneeling position. Resistance is tight, and you're just moving your knuckles forward and back through the center of your body. This is an anti-rotation exercise. So the band wants to pull you and twist you this way. Your core is keeping you this way. All right? Good. All right, all you're gonna do is switch sides. So just rotate around that band. I'm gonna do the same side, but you switch sides, okay? This is our last exercise before we get a little break. So move away from the door, other side, move away, shoulders down. Challenge yourself, move slowly. And move your knuckles forward and back, drawing one straight line. Good. Three, two, one. Good. All right, let's take a 20-second break and we're going to come back and do all of that over again. Okay, now you know the circuit. You know what to do. I really want you to focus for round 2 on making these exercises the most challenging they can be for you today. All right? So push yourself. Think of how round 1 felt. Can you do a little more? We're gonna get into that single side suitcase squat. So butt down, shoulders back. And let's start. So standing up, again, feel free to put that arm out for balance. You should feel confident in the band on the ground. If your heels and toes are equally planted in the ground or on your mat. So you don't want your heels lifting or your toes lifting. That means your weight is shifted outside of the middle point of your body. You want it to be straight up and down. Good. Ooh, let's finish that out. All right, now we're doing our curl and press. So, maybe grabbing the band lower than you did last time. Ooh, I'm doing this wrong. Lower than you did last time. Maybe widening your foot placement or just improving your form or moving slower. So many ways to challenge yourself. Inhale. Good. All right, suitcase squat for the last time. So I'll show you from the side, So I have the band in one hand. Tension when I'm low like this. Good. Butt back, bend in the knees. Whew. Oh. You got this. Done. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. Now, low row. For these two exercises too, I just want to say, you can do this where you hook the band on your foot and row and do your deadlift. You can do that too. If that's better for you, feel free. Just want to give you some options. So we're starting with that single arm row. Pulling against that band. Elbows drive back behind you. Good. All right, now for our single leg deadlift. Same hand, same front leg, but no bend in the hips or no hinge. We are starting tall. Let's go. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Whew. All right, let's do the other side. Last time through this circuit. You can do it. Let's go. Starting with our single arm row. Let's go. Shoulders down and back. Yank that band. Good. All right, single leg deadlift. Ooh, okay, last time doing this. That's all you need to remember. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You can do it. Focus on that lower body. Good. Oh my gosh, sorry, zoned out there for a second. Okay, floor press. We're almost done. Bands in your hands. Let's go. Low back in the mat. Exhale to press up. Inhale. Knuckles up to the sky. Don't have weak wrists here, okay? Don't have a 90-degree bend in your wrist. If that's you, twist your hands, knuckles to the sky. Strengthen those wrists. Good. Okay, dropping that. One more exercise in this circuit. Whew, that's our Palloff press. So I'm going to level up this press with a band, but you can also just do things like move away from the door anchor. So get that tension, and then you're just pushing away. Back toes tucked, glutes engaged, core on. You got this. Three, 2, 1. Good. Drop it. Flip sides. Other side now. Starting in 10. You can do it. Last 40 seconds of work in this workout. Let's go. Shoulders down. Last 5. Done. Good job. Okay, let's cool down. We are starting our cool down with a figure 4 glute stretch. So starting in this figure 4 position, and then I want you to rotate that leg down to the ground, stretching the glute, the IT band, keeping your shoulders on the mat, looking up. Good. Other side. So starting with that figure 4, and then drop that sole of the foot to the ground. You should feel it all along here. Good. Next, we're gonna flip over for a cobra stretch. So hips on the ground, elbows under your shoulders, just opening up the chest. You can add some twists if that feels nice, but stretching out the core. Good. And lastly, we're going to push back to a child's pose. So knees wide, hips back, forehead on the mat, and try and put the backs of your hands to the mat. This just adds a little more back stretch into it, like rounding the shoulders. And that's it. That is the 30-day Ignite Challenge. I hope you loved the challenge, or if you're just discovering it now, start on day one. I hope you love it. Please let me know how it feels, how you feel on day 30, or just after this workout in particular. Like this video. I would really appreciate it. It helps us out so much. And I will see you next time on the mat. If you enjoyed this workout video, make sure to join me on bandbarstudios.com. There, you'll get access to over 200 exclusive workouts, free challenges, form videos for over 100 exercises, workout tips, and more to help you on your health and fitness journey. If you're not a Bandbar Studio member yet, check the description below for promo codes and click on that link to start your free trial today. See you next time on the mat.